The forest covers 220 square miles and has various tree species. The ironwood makes up 90% of the trees here. The tree with the scientific name Cainometra is thick with mostly pinnate and sometimes bipinnate leaves. It had almost been wiped out in many of the forests in Uganda.
When they were, trying to harvest it, there was no proper chainsaw that would manage to cut this tree. So, most of the chainsaws would break. It was used in the railways, in the construction of railways, when they are constructing the East African railways, to make those small strips where the rails were laid. And because it was so hard, the colonialists, when they are establishing forests here, they decided that they should, kill it and introduce more softwoods that were easier to manage.
This practice, however, was stopped as soon as the construction of the East African Railway was done, and measures were then taken to conserve it. Cainometra thrives in average rainfall, receiving areas of about 1,250 millimeters, and has thus taken root in Semiliki. A tree takes 20 to 30 years to attain maturity. In the meantime, other species were introduced but have since been discontinued.
Then we have the Terminalia. Terminalia, however, is an introduced species that we are also working to eliminate, because these introduced species tend to suppress the indigenous species. So what we are doing is we are eliminating the introduced species, what we call invasive exotics. Those are Terminalias, the acacias. We are currently eliminating them.
Heavy rains in the national park have ensured heavy trees and other vegetation, thus attracting a number of wild animals.
These trees are habitats to birds. They are habitats to certain animals that branchiate. You get black and white monkeys love these trees. They create very good canopy that also protects other species that are on ground.
This tree has also been introduced in other forests like Budongo.
So they really play a very big role, of course, in terms of carbon dioxide also. These big trees are able to absorb the carbon dioxide and in turn release the oxygen. So these are the roles. They regulate the climate.
Cainometra is a hardwood and can be used in carpentry. And the people are now being sensitized on the importance of preserving these trees. Craig Kadoda, NTV EcoTalk.